Hey YouTube, it's RMFL here. Just wanted to do a quick video. Haven't done one in a while. First video that I did was mainly about Daredevil, my favorite character. But I also like collecting first appearances of Marvel characters. So just going to get right into it. This is my first one. This is Uncanny X-Men 282. This is the first appearance of Bishop, which I really like. And the next one is an older one. These are going to be random. This is Avengers 57 of the original series, the first appearance of the Vision. It's one of my favorite covers, where it's all red. Really awesome. I'm still missing the first appearance of Ultron, which I believe is 2 issues earlier, so really good there. Next one I have is Marvel Spotlight 32, which is the first appearance of Spider-Woman. Like that cover, really cool. Next one that I have is Marvel Superheroes number 12, first appearance of Captain Marvel. Just really great cover. I just love those old covers. Just the colors pop, and it's just, I love it. And I love all the, extra stuff that goes there, and the coming of Captain Marvel and all the arrows and stuff. I just love that old art. And the next one we have is Marvel Superheroes number 13, which is the first appearance of Carol Danvers, who eventually becomes Miss Marvel Warbird. It's one of my wife's favorite characters, and we got this and a couple other Miss Marvel books at a convention. It's very cool. It's not great grade, but once again, just like the previous one, really awesome cover, and just really cool to have. The next one I have is from my Daredevil collection. It is Daredevil 168, first appearance of Elektra. Really awesome. I think it's so funny that, originally they spelled her name like that, which is kind of weird. But really cool cover. Frank Miller. Awesome run. Another one I have is not in great shape, but it's still cool that I have. Fantastic Four number 52. First appearance of the Black Panther. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a giant tear right here in the front cover. I love the art. Honestly, a friend gave it to me for free. He was going to throw it out in the trash, and I said, sure, I'll take it. I don't care if it's got a scratch in it or a big tear. It's just a great cover and just very cool character. So I like it. So cool. Not bad for free. The next book I have is New Mutants 98. This book has just skyrocketed in the last 4 or 5 years. First appearance of Deadpool. And I believe it's the first appearance of Domino. I believe that. I always liked her. She was a really cool character. I believe that's the first appearance of her as well. But really glad I got that book right before the boom happened, where I think the price really went up in dollars. So really glad I got that. The next one I have is Silver Surfer number 3. It's first appearance of Mephisto. It's one of my favorite covers ever. It's just so iconic. And that original Silver Surfer series is so hard to get. So very glad that I got my favorite book of that series. I know a lot of people's is the Thor versus Silver Surfer cover, but this one I just absolutely love. Him running, or riding up there right towards him, trying to get his girl back, and it's just great cover. Awesome intro to a character, especially a villain. The next one I have is Miss Marvel number 1. Previously I just showed you the first appearance of Carol Danvers. This is her first appearance as Miss Marvel. I think she later became Warbird and stuff like that. So kind of that went with the other book, and my wife was really excited that we got that book. Really cool cover. And the next one we have Amazing Spider-Man 361. First appearance of Carnage. Glad I got this book at the price that I did. I can't remember it, but I don't have very many Spider-Man books, but it's one that I definitely enjoy. So, next one I have is X Factor number 6. First appearance of Apocalypse. I always thought it was real weird, those costumes, when they switched teams and they went to X Factor. I think it's really strange. It's probably my least favorite X-Men costumes. But, oh well. Still cool to have. Next I have New Mutants 87. First appearance of Cable. Really weird cover, but good shape. Next up, Nova number 1. first appearance of Nova. And I noticed that there is a lot of books, especially from the 70s, that they used black in the background. They mainly used white in the 60s, is what I noticed. And it's so hard to find good Bronze Age books in good shape that have... Because black shows so well with creases and stuff like that, so really glad I got this one. Really good shape. So, really, really cool. Next, Amazing Spider-Man 300. First Venom. Pretty decent shape. I'd probably say an 8. Maybe 7.5. There's a little kind of scuff right there in the corner, but McFarlane cover, you know, can't beat it. So. Next I have a really awesome cover that I really like, mainly because you don't know who it is. It is the first appearance of Rogue. King size annual number 10 of Avengers. Really cool cover. She's got that little mystery there, but the original Rogue looks so weird. She had the 80s shoulder pads, and it was weird, but really cool cover, really great shape. And the next book I have is Hero for Hire number 1, first appearance of Luke Cage. I've wanted this comic for a really long time. Waited until I got a really good deal. I started... A couple years after I started getting into comics, I started reading New Avengers, in which Luke Cage was a member of, and I really enjoy the character, and I hope that they do something with him in other media, movies, TV, stuff like that. So, really, really excited that I got that cover. That made my day at a convention. So, very awesome. And it's one of those 70s issues where the color on it, it's very hard to find, you know, good copies of these type of books. So, decent, like it. Another one is Marvel Premiere number 15, first appearance of Iron Fist. I'd say this might be one of the better grades that I would give my first appearances. I'd probably say this is at a 9, being optimistic, obviously, but really great issue, and I really enjoy all the 70s, 80s characters that are kind of coming back into modern comic books with a little bit more of a legitimate and thought out stories, because you know, this guy was like, oh, kung fu movies are really popular, so let's just make a kung fu character. Well, they actually expanded on that. I think it was Ed Brubaker that started the new Iron Fist series, and that is really good. So it expanded on it, loved it, really wanted the first appearance, so really cool. Let's get see, I got some of the older ones still to go through. So I have She-Hulk number 1. The more I look at this cover, the more it's becoming one of my favorites. I just love the colors. It just pops really well with the orange and green matching up against the white of the background. So this looks really great, and pretty cool story too. So. Let's see. I don't know if this is NYX or NYX. No idea. I just call it NYX, but this is NYX number 3. The first appearance of X-23. My wife got me this as a gift because I guess she's becoming a more popular character. You know, her first appearance is going for a lot more than what it has. So, really glad I got that. Pretty good shape. Thank you, wifey. Love you. I guess this isn't considered a first appearance, but I do, in some respect. Ultimate Fantastic Four number 21. This is the first appearance of the Marvel Zombie Universe. So, and really good spread at the very last page. Greg Land's art is amazing. Couldn't think of anybody else that could really make the zombies look really awesome. So, if you don't know Greg Land's work, really good stuff. And I guess got about 4 or 5 to go. So this is Wolverine Origins number 10. This is the first appearance of Daken, son of Wolverine. They had another cover where his third claw came out, but I didn't pick it up. I didn't really know at the time that it was his first appearance. I just got it because it was the monthly book that I got. So, but still glad I got a copy. And he's a really cool character. He's kind of been prominent in Dark Avengers, things like that. So. And then I guess I'm going to show my favorite and my CGCs last. These are the ones I'm going to get graded as soon as possible, for sure. This is Marvel Spotlight number 5. This is the first appearance of Ghost Rider. It's just, for every time that I see a book like this, you know, like I talked about with, there's some, you know, stuff right here. It's no tears, but it's just any crinkling in the paper, especially in the 70s. They started using more black in the covers. It's just so hard to find a book like this in a great grade just because the black shows so well, any damages or anything like that. So, not perfect, but it's a complete book, and that's really what I care about. So, I believe this is the oldest comic that I own. This is Tales of Suspense 57. First appearance of Hawkeye. I would say he's probably my third favorite character. Daredevil #1, Captain America 2, Hawkeye 3. And I got this years and years ago. I'm not sure exactly the current value of it, but I never really look at my collection in dollar value. Just what I enjoy. So, really cool cover. And I'm definitely getting this graded as soon as possible. There is some Marvel chipping on the side, very, very low, because I've seen copies of this that has a ton, so not too bad. And my second favorite comic of all time, Giant Size X-Men #1. This is first appearance of Colossus, Nightcrawler, Thunderbird, and Storm. They reprinted a lot of books before this. This is the first story. Well, it's really the origin. There's no really story involved. Just kind of how the second team of X-Men came about, and then they started with new stories in X-Men using the team. So, love it. Just could not believe. It's one of those moments where, you know, oh, I'm never going to get this book, and then you just, you know, with patience and stuff like that, you just come across a great deal, and I'm just really excited to have this in my collection. So, can't wait to get this graded. And then I have a couple of first appearances of CG Seed. This is Uncanny X-Men 266. First appearance of Gambit, graded 8.0. Really weird first costume for Gambit, but actually a friend of mine sold me this book. He was low on funds and just needed someone to buy something of his. I bought this, and then I went to a convention in Chicago and got it graded, and man, I was blown away. I was like, wow, it's pretty awesome. So, Chris Claremont, I believe, Claremont? Yeah, Claremont story, so very, very cool. Next is, obviously, for my Daredevil collection. This is Daredevil 131. This is the first appearance of Bullseye, one of my favorite villains. Like I said, I'm a huge Daredevil fan. I have 2 copies of this. This is the one I got at a convention. Immediately got it graded. There's a little piece. It's not a tear. It's not completely through the paper, but right under where it says misses, you could probably see where the red is missing. There's like a scuff on the cover. Once again, I don't necessarily care. Anything 4 or above is a complete book to me. So I'm not really worried about it. I'm just really glad that I have one at least. I believe I have close to 50 issues left to collect to have the entire run of Daredevil from 64 to today. So, very glad I have that in my collection. And then last but not least, my favorite comic of all time, my book I never thought I'd ever get, is Daredevil #1. First appearance of Daredevil, Foggy Nelson, Karen Page, graded 5.0. Yeah, you know, for someone who's really, really into a character, has read most, if not all, of the major stories of this character's timeline, to be able to have the first appearance of the character is really awesome. So, I bought it graded. So, it's one of those things where if I was going to buy it, I really wanted to be patient, find the good deal, and find it graded. So, but that's it. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you like, subscribe. And take care, guys.